I guess if you could, just Derek being back at practice this week, what does it say about him? I mean, I know sadly he was booed, but still the toughness he shows to fight through a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I think it tells a lot about his character and who he is, and we're not surprised by that. I think we knew that about him before. He's fought through some big injuries, and I think if he did miss time, I also don't think people would bat an eye at that because it's some real stuff. He's had some serious injuries, but man, we love him for it, and we know that he's literally putting his body on the line every time he steps out there. And when you step out there with a little, bruise or when you're a little banged up, it's even more of a risk per se. So we love and we appreciate him for that for sure.
You're at the highest level. There's good and bad and huge swings. You were here for a lot of the really good years right when you first got here.
Yep.
Just how uncomfortable or just maybe out of character is it to hear fans boo the quarterback of the New Orleans?
Yeah, that's really tough. It's unfortunate, and people say that they're booing the quarterback, which I guess I can't argue that. But as being on the offense, that really feels like it falls on everyone's shoulders. Obviously, Derek's going to get that attention because he's got the ball every play, and he's the franchise guy as he should be. And but I think we feel that as an offensive line, talking to AK, it's like we understand that the responsibility and success of the offense is not just Derek. Like, we got to keep a clean pocket. Guys got to make plays when they're open. Hit the runs when they're open, and it's all got to come together. It takes 11 guys on offense to make it work and score points. And right now we're not doing that. So, those boos, while they might have been at Derek, we all feel like those falls on our shoulders too.
And just my final question here is that they're all must win, but when you're playing a 1-11 team, and guys are smart enough to know who you're playing. Does it feel like even more of a must win?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. I mean, every game feels like in a sense, a playoff game, right? It's not a lose and go home, but it's definitely, the importance of these games and the losing streak that we've had right now. We have to come out of it. And yeah, it's a huge division game. Division games count for 1.5 or 2 games, however you write that out. But it's a huge game, and we know it's going to be a close one because we played in week 2 and it was a tight game, really the whole game. So we know what kind of game it's going to be. It's going to be a physical, gritty game, and it's going to be 4 quarters like most NFL games are.
Another 1-11, but I think defensively they got a really good defense. I think that doesn't get talked about a lot. Do you guys see that?
Oh yeah, definitely so. The 2 guys that you really look at up front, Derek Brown and Brian Burns, two players that are at the top of their position in the league, and they're young, so they're going to be around for a while. And then, their back end, I think their pass defense stats are really, really highly ranked. And they got a good coach over there, a good guy that's really getting them in the right schemes and making it difficult on people. And you're going to have to earn it. It's not a team where you're going to go out and they're going to give up big plays and, you might get a 3 or 4 play touchdown drive. That's not what it's going to be. And we know it's going to be, 10, 11, 12 plays to get down there. And then when we get down the red zone, like we did this past week, you got to score touchdowns. That's a huge difference for us. It's something we've seen so many times this year, as our red zone touchdown percentage is often directly in line with the outcome of the game.